so my name is Ksenia. I recently graduated from the Textiles MA at the Royal College of Art, and I'm really happy to present my project. Yeah, this is my MA project that is ongoing, so I'm taking it further, and it's called Journeys to Cloth, a generative co-design approach to textile outcomes. So my background is in science. So I was doing a PhD in Milan in platelet biology, and I was really influenced by the design scene and just started questioning. There were so many amazing design objects on show every year, and it's really contrasted with the kind of high street fashion that we consume, that we can afford, or the normal person can afford. So I began to question, why is there so much discrepancy between the quality of the things that we buy compared to what is possible. And a lot of the garments that I saw in shops kind of lacked authenticity, and I was really interested in that. And so later, when I came to the Royal College of Art, I became interested in co-design. So these are some examples that inspired me. There's a convivial project that uses digital algorithms to customize and generate bespoke patterns and prints that you can buy online. Kieran Moore's project, which uses VR to where users can navigate the landscape, capture some of the scenes that they see, and then get that printed onto their clothes. And then Jessica Smart, who's a designer who's also influenced by dance, and she went on journeys every day and recorded the pattern of movement, and that was printed onto the pattern in the cloth through processing. And all of these use technology in creative ways, and that was very inspirational to me in my practice. So during my MA, I was really interested in design research, and coming from a research background in science, I was interested in different the contrast between science research and design research, and I gravitated naturally to participatory design and the use of design probes. So during my research, I was looking at how can we interact physically with materials in a way that maybe it doesn't rely on our design training. So all of these projects are materials for users to participate in the creative process and inform the design process. So for example, Maria Gasparian is an architect who's created a toolkit that uses ceramic tiles to create a bespoke wall. So it's like a system for expressing one's own creative design if you don't have necessarily the training. So in my research, I conducted a series of interviews with participants, and these were participatory drawing sessions where people were making patterns and responding to simple instructions like to draw circles, or draw circles in a grid, or describe qualities of adjectives like rough or smooth or solid or graspable through drawing, and I was interested in the marks that they make. And another research exercise that I did was I built a light box for users to draw on top of landscape images that they selected, and this was done with the aim of seeing how people respond and see spaces and places and what visual elements they're interested in. And this kind of method was really helpful to people who maybe didn't have design training, because they felt supported in the way that they were able to trace or respond and make marks informed by the visual elements already there. And I also conducted interviews online where I analysed landscape images and asked people to go on journeys through the image and to see what kind of patterns and shapes they would make. So I'll just show a snippet of this. This is part of the interview process, and I think the audio is not working. But it's basically talking to people about landscapes and annotating features in the landscape. And I was surprised by the way that people perceived space differently. There's also video. So I started prototyping with an interactive system where computer vision algorithm was used to track the colour of moving wall balls, and this was used to draw onto a digital canvas. that was that could then be used in the design creation. So I used processing for this. So this is a video of the interactive prototype that I made for the exhibition at the Royal College of Art, where it was a knitted jumper, and using these colour balls, people were able to draw onto the fabric via projection. And the response that I got was really positive. People were really like the emotion of people's faces was obviously like they enjoyed it. There was like enjoying kind of the delight in their interaction. I think they didn't expect like a really kind of humble or ordinary material like wool to then have an effect in a digital space or on a projection. So that's the video of it. And then the colour of the wool balls, that was that came out of the kind of the interviews that I did with the participants. It was their colour choices, and I had like a large selection of colours, but then I found that with computer vision, some of the colours overlapped with skin, and I hadn't anticipated that different people would match the colour of wool balls in different ways. So sometimes it would track the hand rather than the wool ball, which would create kind of unpredicted patterns and draw lots of blobs everywhere and kind of upset everything. And yeah, I think people also really enjoyed the simplicity of like having a webcam and just putting, because you could switch with this project, you could switch, maybe if I could just, oh, sorry, here. So this shows that there are different buttons. The image, sorry, over here shows that there are different buttons, which are the grey balls. So you could switch kind of functions and switch if the webcam feed on or switch the draw function on. And people really enjoyed like kind of the simplicity of just seeing their hands or being able to express gesturally and have that image projected onto a cloth. Some people like stuck their face underneath and stuck their tongue out and like started, you know, like being silly. And I think that was like really nice to see the unexpected ways that people interacted with the system, and like the really physical nature of it. So this shows the kind of the process that I see. Well, this is the system. So there's an interaction area that through computer vision, that video processing that gets sent to a digital canvas that is then projected onto the jumper, as shown over there on the left, and then the output could be digitally printed or it could be programmed into digital knits, which is something that I'm exploring at the moment, just like negotiating access to digital knit machines and like potential collaborators. And this is some of the early visual experiments of translating to digital knit simulation. So extracting colours from the image and simulating the fabric, but this has not been knitted out. So yeah, I guess that's it. So I think just to mention like future directions of the work. So I very much want to continue working with users and kind of prototype different interactions that people can have with physical objects that interact digitally as well. Yeah, so I can develop and extend like kind of the range of playful interactions that people can have. Thank you.
Lovely, thank you.